Ever felt frustrated trying to explain technical concepts to someone who does not understand it at all? Ever been asked to explain technical concepts to your family members or your friends, colleagues, manager, boss, or a customer and a partner? And do you want to know how to explain technical concepts to even a grandma? Because in this video, I am going to reveal my secret formula to communicating 9 such technical concepts to non-technical audience. A very famous author and software architect named Corey House, he says that code is like a humor. When you have to explain it, it's bad. Thanks for all your messages, requests, because of which I am coming up with this topic today, because I have seen that in the IT industry, people are literally failing in explaining the technical concepts to especially people around non-technical background. And I can literally imagine a person, let's say from the pharmaceutical industry, he wants to understand how the cloud computing works. Or a person from real estate industry wants to understand how the cyber security works. So technical communication is not about impressing people with your knowledge, but it's about helping them to understand the concept. It's a skill that is not easy, but everyone can learn. And it's not about what you know, but how you share it to others. So watch this video till end, as this skill is going to help you set yourselves apart from the competition and can help you advance your career and become more influential. So let's get started. Hi, if you have come first time to this channel, my name is Prashant and I'm founder of WinTech Projects, and on this channel we discuss several new and interesting topics on how to win IT projects in bulk. So before I start revealing the 9 secrets, just click the like button and hit the bell icon to subscribe my channel. So the secret formula number 1 is to use metaphors and analogies. Now one of the best ways to explain the technical concepts is to relate them to someone more familiar. Let me give you one example of this. Suppose you have a customer and you are explaining cloud storage to your customer. Now this customer is non-technical, let's say from the real estate background. You could simply compare the cloud storage concept to a bank. So just as we are storing the money in the bank rather than keeping at home, we store data in the cloud rather than keeping in the personal devices or local machines. Now moving to the next point, secret formula number 2 is to apply diagrams and visual aids. Now there is a very popular saying, a picture is worth 1,000 words, and therefore picture can often convey what words cannot. Let me show you an example. Let's say you are explaining to your customer how database works. Now here you can simply compare cloud storage to a library. So just as library stores books, a database stores data. Now the secret formula number 3 is to apply simplified language. Here I would personally recommend you to avoid the jargon and the complicated technical words, because imagine like the person is non-technical and like you are just showering all these technical words on them, and then everything is bounced. So let me give you an example now. Now many IT companies and many IT professionals fail when it comes to talking or communicating about data migration. So next time when you are discussing about data migration with your customer, instead of saying that we are migrating your database to a new server, you might like to say that we are moving your data to a new home where things can be faster and smoother. Also, instead of saying that your website is hosted on a cloud server, you might like to say that your website is hosted on a computer which has a constant internet connection. Now the secret formula number 4 is to apply use cases and stories. Suppose you want to sell a software and you are trying to explain the benefits of the CRM solutions to a potential customer. Now in my opinion, you can explain the benefits of the CRM system to the potential customer by telling a story about how several other small businesses used the CRM system and increased their sales by 15%, 20% or 50%. You can also explain how the CRM system can help the potential customers save time and also improve their customer service. Secret formula number 5 is to relate to the business objectives. Now I'm sure you will agree that the audiences care about the impact on their business. So you can always link the technical changes or features to the business benefits. Let me give you an example here. Now imagine if there is a situation that you want to suggest a new technology stack to your customer. So how you will do it? It's difficult, right? Because the customer especially, they are conscious about how the business can get impacted if they change the technology all of a sudden. So in my opinion, whenever there is a situation where customer is a little bit reluctant to change the technologies, or he is very much worried about what will happen, the impact. In this kind of scenarios, I always try to explain to the customer that this new technology that we are bringing in is going to help us deliver our features 40% faster. And that means in the long run, this is a big or huge revenue growth. In this way, I think the customer will be able to understand the business benefit aspect. Now the secret formula number 6 is to apply interactive demonstrations. I'm sure you will agree that sometimes showing is more effective than telling. And that's what I try to implement. Because sometimes I might not be able to explain things in words, but which I need to literally portray, I need to display, so that it becomes very easy to absorb and understand the concept. Here is an example. Let's say if you want to introduce a new software tool. Now here, rather than describing the features of the software tool in detail, I would prefer to give a quick live demo to show them the advantages. The secret formula number 7 is to apply feedback loops. Now once you are done with the presentation, or once you have shown the software or services, it's very, very important to take the feedback or ask the questions. Now this ensures that as a good listener, you are able to understand the problems and the challenges of the business, and you have provided an opportunity to clarify all the doubts. Let's check this example. Now let's say that you have discussed the data analytical tool with your customer. So after finishing the presentation, you might ask that does it make sense in terms of how you foresee your data using annual reports. Now the feedback that you will receive will be really helpful. It can be positive or negative, but at least you will have a higher chance to win the project. Now the secret formula number 8 is to apply real numbers. Now let's say you want to discuss about technical improvements with your customer. Now in this scenario, using quantifiable metrics is much more helpful. Why? Because it will be very easy to grasp the concept of technicality. So before using any methods, always think about the person, So instead of saying that our website loads faster, you can say that our website will load in just 1 second instead of 10 seconds. This will not only improve our user experience or customer satisfaction, but also will improve our sales revenues. Now the last but not the least, the secret formula number 9 is to reiterate the importance without technicalities. Now even though if your customer is not able to understand the technicalities, it's your own responsibility. You can try to reiterate the same technical concept, but without the technical terms. You can simply focus on why the particular technicality is essential. Let me give you an example here. Now imagine that you want to suggest a cyber security upgrade to your customer. Now you might like to say that while the technicalities are a little bit complex, but the bottom line is that this particular change will make our customers' data safe and secured from all the potential threats in the market. Isn't that useful? So here I finish my all 9 secret formulas on how to communicate the technical concepts to a non-technical audience. So now here I would like to ask a quick question to you. Out of the 9 secret formulas we discussed here, what formula is your favorite, and what kind of examples you would like to implement in your business cases? Tell me in the comment box. What are your favorite formulas and what are your favorite examples? Also, if you want to suggest any topic for my upcoming videos, I will surely try to create a new video on your favorite topics. So feel free to write me in the comment box. Always remember that whatever concepts you discuss with your clients, it has to be very clear, concise and engaging, because the key is to focus on the benefits. Always think that what your target audience will gain from your technical concepts and how it will make their lives better. When you have an answer to all these questions, I'm sure that you will be on your way towards becoming a great technical communicator. If you have any questions or suggestions, please write to me in the comments down. If you like this video, please click on the like button right now. This will really encourage me to make more interesting videos in the future, and also hit the bell icon to subscribe to my channel so that you can stay tuned for all the future videos. And if you are facing any communication issues, I would recommend watching this video where you will find 4 communication issues that any IT professional commits during the entire process of lead generation and project acquisition. And if you are worried about the market competition and business competition, then this video might help you. So that's it guys in this video. I hope you like this video and thank you very much for watching. Soon I'll see you with another video. Until then, I wish you all happy winning, happy rehashing, goodbye and take care.